How's it going, everyone? This is Abe's Card Collection back with another Through the Mail Tuesday video. This week we had 5 returns, well 6 I guess, 5 of which came in my smaller ones and 1 came back as an RTS. So let's start with that. Sean Doolittle, Cincinnati Reds. I've been trying to get all of the 2019 national players on 2019 Topps cards. And as you can see here, return to sender, no autographs this year. I did a little digging, and I guess the Cincinnati Reds and presumably the Toronto Blue Jays, I want to say it is, aren't doing autograph requests through spring training or TTM requests. I don't know if that's for the regular season or if it's just for spring training, but I don't know, maybe you guys have experienced something different, but at least I can say for the Reds that seems to be true. I don't know about the Blue Jays just yet, but we'll get that one out of the way. That was a rejection in 18 days. Hopefully these other 5 are successes though. So let's check out Phoenix, Arizona. Looks like there's a hard card in here. Usually a good sign. How about that? Bob Oldis. Pittsburgh Pirate, longtime Major League catcher. But reason, of course, I get this, if you did not know, I'm trying to get as many of the 1960 Pittsburgh Pirates as I can. So, of course, he was on the team in 1960. He didn't play much of a role. He was really a backup catcher throughout most of his Major League career, but you'll see him here on the 61 Topps and the 1960 Topps. But thought it was really cool to add this to the collection. Saw he was signing a little bit. I want to say maybe the Media Marauder got him back, and I was like, oh, 1960 Pirates Topps card. Let me look into Bob Oldis. And looked him up. I think he played in like 21 games in 1960 for the Pirates. May have got game time in the World Series as a defensive replacement once or twice, but really happy to add these cards to the collection, guys. Look really cool. Great 1960 Topps cards. 1960 and 1961 Topps cards. Those are 2 of my favorite years from the 60s. That came back in 15 days and did not require a donation fee. So really nice. Thank you, Mr. Oldis. Second return coming from Eddie Robinson, as you can see here. For those of you that do not know Eddie Robinson, he was a 4-time All-Star. Played in the late 40s, early 50s in the majors for the Yankees, and I want to say the Cleveland Indians. Let's see, or I'm sorry, Chicago White Sox. Don't know why I get those mixed up. Maybe the C. Got a nice little golden age of baseball here. Looks like he has his own Spotify podcast or Apple podcast. His own podcast, we'll say. So really cool. And we have a 1953 Topps card sign. If you've seen, I got this on a Mail Day Monday a while back. And just really happy to add it. It's all creased up and everything like that, but I don't really care about that. It just looks really nice. He signed here. Really nice signature. I really like when they, put every letter in their name in, and it's just not kind of, a little scratch on the card. Going to my spreadsheet, it looks like this one came back in 35 days. And for those of you who do not know Eddie Robinson, he is the oldest living major leaguer. He, I believe, just turned 100, if not 101. I could probably do some math if they have it on the back here. Born in 1920. So, yeah, he'll be 101 in December. It's amazing. Yeah, Eddie Robinson, 1953 Topps. This card looks amazing. Really happy to add it. I really like the 1953 design from the 1950 run of Topps cards. How about Miami, Florida? Kind of had an idea on these two, who they were going to be. Miami, Florida, we get a ton of returns from there. There in Las Vegas, I feel like, are the 2 top ones. And I have no idea who this is. There's no hard card. Ooh, wow. Really cool. Bruce Armstrong, guys. And this is really cool, too, because I didn't send him this one. So I hate doing this, but I only had 2 cards of his, and they were both this 1991 Upper Deck. And so I sent 2 of them. Again, I hate sending doubles or duplicates of the same card, but looks like he was nice enough to hook me up with a nice scorecard. I don't know what year it is. Let's do a look. 1990 scorecard. Really cool. He went to, I think, like 6 Pro Bowls or 6-time All-Pro lineman for the Patriots back in the 90s and the late 80s. And I want to say they had He had a lot of good linemen back then. He's not in the Hall of Fame, but there's a lot of talk that maybe he will be in the Hall of Fame at some point. So really appreciative of this, Mr. Armstrong. And for sending this scorecard, I'm really happy I don't have duplicates now. I really like this 1991 Upper Deck design. This score, I really like the colors on this too. Really nice cards. This came back in just 9 days, so really quick turnaround for Mr. Bruce Armstrong, and did not require a fee. So again, thank you, Mr. Armstrong. We'll go to our next return from North Texas, Dallas, Texas. Always throws me off that Metroplex. Doesn't seem to be a hard card in here either. Let's see who we got. Ooh, Tommy Maddox, no way. Former Steelers quarterback, former, I want to say, MVP of the XFL. Look at how beautiful that signature is. Here he is with the Steelers on that old XFLer card. XFLer Showcase. I want to say it's like an 03. And there he is on the Bowman, the 2002 Bowman, I want to say. Am I right? No, I'm wrong. 2003 Bowman. Look how nice his signature is. Let's hold these cards up, see if I can get up my fingers on all of them. Really happy I got this XFL card signed, though. That's really where he kind of made his... Well, I shouldn't say that. He was a first-round pick for the Broncos back in the 90s. And then he kind of fell off the radar. Didn't do too much with his time there. He backed up this guy named John Elway. May have heard of him. So, didn't really do much with the Broncos. Fell out of football. Came back with the XFL. I want to say he won the MVP, or he was one of the better players in the XFL. I, of course, still remember like the guy, He Hate Me, Rod Smart, who fell in with the Panthers back in the day. But yeah, Tommy Maddox went on to start for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Did okay. Had one good year, and then the other year wasn't that great, which then led to them drafting Ben Roethlisberger and kicking off that era. I really love this XFL card, but I think I'm going to put this one in front of the XFLer Showcase just because that blue ink shows up really nice on this card. The gray background. But yeah, look at that, guys. So nice. Really nice signature. Said it with Eddie Robinson. Really love when they put every letter in there. He's actually the head coach of the baseball team down in Texas, Decatur High School, I believe it is. So, really cool. He went from football to now coaching high school baseball. That came back in just 32 days, guys. Really nice return from Tommy Maddox. I am a big Steelers fan. And really, when I was getting into it, it was Cordell Stewart, and then it fell into the Tommy Maddox age, and we've been blessed with Ben Roethlisberger, so really cool to get that. I actually have Cordell Stewart and Ben Roethlisberger's autographs, too, so it's cool to have that run of quarterbacks. Last return is from Baltimore, Maryland. Let's see who this is. Get my scissors out. And we have a hard card, usually a good sign. And it is my favorite PC guy, Brooks Robinson, on the 69 Sporting News All-Stars card and the 1968 Topps card. How cool is that? Really love getting Brooks Robinson. If you haven't heard my story before, I've gotten him in person many a times. And when I got back into TTMing several months ago, I found out that Brooks does sign through the mail for a $10 donation per signature, or per card. I believe it goes up for photos and things like that. These came back to me in just 14 days. And again, for cards, it's $10 fee. I think for photos, it goes up to like 20, baseballs, maybe 40. Not really sure. I've only sent him cards, but in person, I've met him 3 or 4 times, and he's always just really nice. He kind of got me into autograph collecting back when, early 2000s. He was at a card show, and I didn't really think much about getting him. I wasn't really getting autographs at card shows. I was just getting cards, and then so my dad mentioned, hey, why don't you go get Brooks Robinson? He's only signing for $25, I think it was. And I was like, all right, cool. And he was a really nice guy. Led me into reading about his career, really liking him, and then every time he shows up to a card show, I seem to get his autograph. So I think I have like at least 10 or maybe 12 of them now. I've got a signed bat, multiple signed photos, multiple signed baseballs, things like that, and then of course cards. So, but yeah, trying to get all of his player error cards, and really happy to add the 68 Topps, and then I had this 69 Sporting News card. Not like wouldn't consider this. It is a player error card, but it's not his like main Topps card. So I'm not really trying to get every single card, just his main Topps cards, which would be like the 68 Topps. But that's what we had this week, guys. Hall of Famer Brooks Robinson, former Pirate Bob Oldest, Eddie Robinson, the oldest living major leaguer, potential Hall of Famer Bruce Armstrong, and Pittsburgh Steelers, I won't say great, but memorable quarterback, Tommy Maddox. That's all I got this week, guys. I hope you all are doing well, and I hope you're having better success with your spring training returns than I have had so far. So far, I haven't gotten any back, but I have gotten a return to sender. I guess the bright side is, at least I know that Red's address is good for next season. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. I hope to see you on future videos, and hope you all have a phenomenal rest of your week. Bye.